The Truth by Calvin Life, Chapter 11, Material. If you deeply examine the differences between the rich and poor today, you'll notice that technology has evened the score to the point that there is virtually no disparity between the two. Before the industrial and technological revolutions, people had little access to food, transportation, and entertainment. For example, listening to music, enjoying the brilliant intricacy of a professional painting, or even enjoying a bundle of grapes was a luxury partaken only by the rich. Granted, there are people in parts of the world that still don't have access to these things. They're still commonplace and often taken for granted in today's modern society. The flesh needs food, air, water, and shelter to survive. The needs of the human ego are much more complex. Practically all of the male's spiritual needs are based on and around the acquisition of the opposite sex, while the female strives for security first and foremost, while demonstrating superiority over her female counterpart secondly. She must outdo her competition, and the average male will usually do whatever it takes to help her achieve that, even if it means misleading, enslaving, or stabbing his neighbor in the back. To have security and one-up her competition, the female must acquire or be born with certain physical attributes and or material possessions. If she doesn't have or is unable to attain these things on her own, she'll more than likely try to secure a man that is willing to assist. In order to acquire and keep the female for any significant amount of time, the male must be able to provide food, shelter, entertainment, and transportation. This is where materials and their worth come into play. Some people require the best of the best to feel adequate, while others need only the bare essentials. It all depends on how much an individual has to prove to the world. To some, a house is a shelter from the elements, a place to raise a family and create fond memories. To others, it is a possession, a structure decked out with far more rooms than is practical, and symbolizes a particular rank in the food chain. It's merely a tool used to entertain and impress guests. The same goes for cars. Some see them as transportation to and from work, school, and market, while others view them as a chance to feel superior, outdo their neighbor, and impress the opposite sex.